Hey guys and girls from the interwebs, my name's Ian.
And my name's Lindsay.
And welcome to Ballroom Blitz. Welcome Ballroom Blitzers back to the Blitz Ball Ring. We are dancing some Paso Doble today. It is the wheat. In this case, the word wheat is French for the number 8. Unsurprisingly, the figure wheat has 8 steps, but it looks nothing like a number 8. It makes nothing like a figure 8 or anything like that. That's where the similarities end. We are going to be representing the matador swooshing the cape, which of course is the follower, the matador being the leader. And then you would follow it with a step that hopefully symbolizes the ire that you have just instilled in the bull. So let's have a look at the wheat. So from that demonstration, you can see it's not too complex in a lot of ways, but the two parts are very, very different. And you can sort of see that the follower, being the cape, is being swooshed from one side by the matador, and that's really what this figure represents. The matador, once getting into position, is just surplusing for most of the figure. But that doesn't mean that they don't have anything to do. The leader must maintain some body control to make sure that they don't topple over while surplusing on the spot, and to make the look of the figure be in line with the story you're telling. So while the steps might be simple for the leader, they're not the only thing going on. The follower, on the other hand, has to cross from both sides and doesn't take weighted steps on every step. So there's a little bit going on. We're going to do the base model that you saw there, but then you can make this move more expansive and much more impactful and powerful looking once you get the basics, so you know what rules you're breaking. So let's have a look at the leader steps in a bit more detail. So the wheat commences in promenade position. So we have arrived in promenade position. Weight for the leaders is of course on the left foot, ready to commence the figure on the right. I'm going to take my step in promenade position. My follower will come with me. I'm now going to turn about an eighth as I close my feet. And now on the spot, footwork wise, I'm going to do 6 surplus for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And footwork wise, that's all the wheat is. But as we've said, there's a lot of things going on in the upper body. So if I have my follow in my frame, I'm going to take my first step. As I take my second step, my closing step, I'm inspiring them to go beyond me. And then on step 3, I'm going to change their direction from that way to that way, and I need to inspire that in the frame. Then I'm going to walk them across me for 4 and 5, and on 6, inspire them to change back to looking that way. That's 6, and then on 7, 8, return them back to me for a close. I'll let Lindsay go over the steps, but if we add that with our surplusing action, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see there, if that gets a little bit too expansive, it's very easy to overbalance, topple out of this figure. So it takes a lot of core strength, a lot of nice Paso Doble framework, and to make sure you're working together so that the steps don't get too big and too unruly.
Followers, you are the cape, so you've got all the action work here. As Ian said, we are in promenade position when we start. Our weight is on our right foot, so we're going to start this figure on our left. That's quite usual in a Paso Doble. We take that step with a heel step through on 1, and then we will feel the leader stop, but also promote us to keep on going further. So we'll take a second step on our right foot off to the side, but then we'll feel the frame shift and it will bring us back onto our left foot again, about where it was before. So the first 3 steps are step, toe, settle. And now we are facing back the other way in a sort of counter promenade position. We're then going to repeat a very similar thing. We've been encouraged to go that way, so we do indeed go that way. But again, we're brought up short and we settle back down again. We've only got 2 more steps, 7 and 8. We're brought in front of the leader and then squared up with them at the end. So we finish this figure in a nice steady closed hold. So altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you may have noticed as I was demonstrating that the very edge steps, if you like, so steps 2, 1, 2, I'm not quite able to bring my weight fully over that foot. The leader's frame is going to stop me. So you'll find that you kind of have partial weight at that point on the turn, ready to sort of swoop back the other way. So that's something that you can play around with, that technique, your connection with your partner, to get the most out of this figure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you have it, the French wheat in the Paso Doble. Only 8 steps, very different halves. When you think of the picture that you're building, it makes a lot more sense than the name does, really. Don't make it too big until you get the hang of that shaping, but then once you get the hang of those steps and that styling, give it a whirl, try and make it a little bit more expansive. Leaders, you can separate your feet if you want to give yourself a little bit more room to move and just try and tell that story with a bit more of a puffed up chest. Either way you swing it, have fun. Paso's never as hard as people make it out to be. It should be danced more at the social level because it is just a lot of fun when you don't take it too seriously. Smash it into your dancing, give it a go, have fun. Let us know what else you want us to do on the channel, especially with our new tech coming out very soon, and we will put that in on the list and get it up on the Blitz for you. Until then, see you next time. Well, that's it for this Blitz, boys and girls. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe.
see you next time.